It's National Teen Driver Safety Week, and the Montana Highway Patrol wants to get the word out to teens and their parents about how to stay safe on the road. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports that in 2023, there were more than 2,100 young drivers ages 15 to 20 who died in traffic crashes, and that's a 5% increase from the year before. Well, joining me now to talk about this important issue is MHP Trooper Nicholas Navarro. Welcome, Trooper Navarro. We appreciate it.
You bet.
Well,
glad to be here.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by Montana this morning. First of all, it's National Teen Driver Safety Week. For our viewers at home, talk about how serious of an issue this is.
This, with having the new drivers out there, they're new to the whole world of driving on the interstate, on any public roadway. So driving that car, we want them to be the safest possible and following all the rules of the road to ensure that they get to where they're going safely.
And let's talk about specific risk factors for teens behind the wheel. What are they? Can you kind of break it down for us?
Those can stem from their cell phone that they have with them, whether they're changing the radio station on their cell phone or if they're trying to text somebody, all the way down to the other passengers can also distract them as well. It only takes a few seconds for something to happen in front of you that can cause a crash that we don't want to have happen.
And of course, we got to talk about alcohol and drug use, correct?
Yes.
That's another risk factor.
Alcohol, drug use, all of that plays a factor in your ability to safely operate the vehicle. And also, you're not the only one out there on the roads. So if your driving ability is diminished, you can also affect somebody else's life as well.
And we can't forget drowsy driving. That's good for teens and adults.
Yes, drowsy driving as a teen driver, where you're not used to being that in charge of something. Drowsy driving, you might not think it's as big of a deal, but it can be just as bad as DUI driving.
Well, let's talk about advice now and tips for our viewers. First of all, what tips do you have for teens to stay safe behind the wheel?
Biggest thing is we want you guys to buckle up, pay attention to the other people on the road, and give yourself plenty of time to drive where you're going so that in case something comes up, you can still get to where you're going and not be rushed.
At the same time, advice you have for parents. I know it's important for parents to talk to their kids about this.
Yes, parents, I would have to say, be present in especially their first year of driving out on their own. You can watch what they're doing kind of a little bit closer and correct things early on before that they may not have experienced in driver's ed, just to make sure that they're doing safe behaviors so that they're not creating bad habits. Bad habits create issues down the road where you might get used to not stopping all the way at the stop sign, to completely ignoring a stop sign, and then you run a stop sign and cause some serious crashes that way.
Trooper Nicholas Navarro, thank you with Montana Highway Patrol. Thanks for joining us on Montana this morning. Extremely important topic.
You betcha. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Yeah, we'll be right back.